Hello and welcome back. I'm your host Shannon Moore and thank you for visiting with me on Intentional Living. Today I'll be coming to you with the place setting for the DIY Valentine's Day Tablescape series. And all the materials needed will be listed in the description box below. So make sure you check that out. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss when the next video comes out. These mats I got from the Dollar Tree. I chose them because they were white. The front of the mat really didn't matter to me because I didn't plan on using it. I'm going to be using the back of it so that I can have a solid white base to my mat. And there's that purple bling wrap that I have been dying to use, guys. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know how much it cost or where it come from. I'm just ready to use it. What I did was I split it in half and I used one half for one mat and the other half for another mat. And it's not something that you can separate individually by row. You have to use it in clusters. You cannot take off an individual piece or a string. It's really tedious work to get that done. Now I'm just going to start decorating the rim of my mat. And I'm using the largest gems available in this pack that I got from Micheals. It came with 5,000 pieces, I believe, and it was $8.99, I think. And then I used the 60% off coupon for that day. So that was a really good deal. I've been using these for tons and tons of projects. I'm going to start with the largest gems that are in the pack and apply them to the rim of the placemat, but not hanging over. Make sure your entire gem is on the mat, but right at the edge of the mat. Now I'm going to go in with the second largest size, and I'm pulling those out of the can, separating them from the rest. It makes it easier when you pull them out ahead of time. And I'm just going to apply those in between the large ones that are already at the rim of the mat. And at first, you guys, I was putting dabs of glue on the mat and then applying the gem. But honestly, I had a lot of webs and it just was a little sloppy. So I started applying it to the back of my gem and then applying that to the mat. But make sure that you're applying them in between each of the larger gems that we already placed down on the mat. Now, when you get to the corners of the mat, it's going to get very jumbled, but that's okay. Continue with your pattern. Continue to strive for, push for, to place your gem in between the larger gems, and it will begin to fall back in place as you get back to the straight sides of the mats. Now it's going to look a little spacey because now you're in between and they're not side by side, but I promise you it turns out beautifully. Now that I'm done applying all of my medium-sized gems, I'm going to go in with the smallest gems that are in the pack, and I'm going to be applying those right to the edge of the purple, just to seal off that area where I had to cut. There's also like a little thin silver piece of paper that's under the bottom of the bling wrap that is a part of the adhesive. So it's not wise to remove it, but I just wanted to cover that up as well and give the white and the purple a nice flow with the gems. So I'm just applying my hot glue down to my surface and then placing these smallest gems in my pack along the sides there. And this is totally up to you as far as how you want to use your sizes. Be creative, tap into innovation, and place them how you like. So I've got two different chargers that I'm playing with here to see how I like them on the mat. I'm gonna go with the purple because, who am I kidding? It's my favorite color. So I'm gonna go with the purple mat, and I'm playing with ideas of dressing that up. I decided to go with my flower mesh wrap. I really don't even know what it's called. It's in the shape of flowers. So I'm going to be using those, and I'm going into my scrap bag. Again, you guys, I always keep a scrap bag for each type of bling wrap that I have. It makes it great for small projects like such. So I'm just going to apply hot glue to the back of my first flower mesh and attach it down right on the edge of my charger. And the bling wrap is hanging over the edge of the charger just a tad bit, not too much, just a tiny tad. And I'm going to make sure that it is continuing in an even circular motion, only applying the hot glue to 4, sometimes 5 flower pieces at a time. Now, since I'm using scrap pieces, I want to make sure that I am making sure the spacing in between the new piece is the same as the spacing throughout the rest of the bling wrap. I don't want it to look like I added a bunch of individual pieces. I want it to look like one cohesive round of bling wrap. All right, you guys, so this is my plan to have the glasses situated like such. It's going to be a Valentine's Day dinner for my husband and I. So we will have wine, we will definitely have some shots, and have us a wonderful evening with this beautiful tablescape. You can also go in with the silver if you prefer that, and you can decorate the edge. They sell the chargers in the Dollar Tree. I've seen them in gold, I've seen them in silver, I've seen them in pink. These red ones, these purple ones were also gifted to me, so I'm not sure where they come from, but I have seen them as well in Hobby Lobby. And as always, guys, I'm just playing with the placement, see how I like it best. These glasses I got from the Dollar Tree. I got 2 of them, one for me and my husband, and I'm going to be decorating them on tomorrow. That will be tomorrow's video. We're decorating the shot glasses as well. I'm thinking of doing a purple glitter with some silver bling wrap to decorate them, but I'm not too sure yet, so I'm just going to play with some ideas throughout this afternoon, and then I will start my project first thing in the morning. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next video. That is it, you guys. It is all the way done. I've completely put it together. I absolutely love it. The white napkin that you see, first of all, please iron your napkins. Unless you don't mind the wrinkles, but I'm gonna iron mine before I set them up on my table. But those are actually Christmas napkins. They have red trimming and mistletoes on them. I just folded it up and covered up the parts that I didn't want showing. I also threw in a wisteria on the top of the plate and one of the my single rosebuds to dress up the napkin in the middle of the plate. I've got my silverware off to the side, and dinner is going to be lovely. I cannot wait to see this all set up on the table, which on the night of, I will make sure I do a video of everything set up so you guys can see it. It's going to be glorious. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, share me with family and friends. God is love. Good night.